I've got skills, they don't know where to use me. I'm like the best dressed dude at the nude beach. Nice to meet you. I am more the quiet type, I tend to be a shyer guy.
Good morning, everybody. Hey, good morning. It's a bug stream. I haven't done this in a little bit. I forgot how. I normally stream twice a week if you're just joining us. I went on a trip for a bit. I went to a wedding for a good friend, and then I was visiting my parents for a little while. And then as soon as I left my parents, I got a cold. I got a pretty bad cold. Both me and Ladybug have basically been on bed rest for it's been like 10 days. It's been a really long time. It wasn't COVID. I took a test. It was just a good old cold. And I'm coming out of it. I don't feel 100%, but I feel good enough to stream. So I'm here. And this might be more of a chatting stream than a music stream. I don't intend to play anything crazy high energy because I don't have it. Cool. So why don't we do this? I normally like to start with a song. Who we got here? My dad is here on a plane. I don't know why I don't even know how you're able to watch a stream on a plane. I feel like that technology doesn't exist yet. But there you are. I have, let's see, we got Abby Gregory, Fred is here, Tinker, Shueishe, Vincent on a different account, Show is here, Uguay is here, Shanice is here, Fred is here, Mars and Jams are here, Shadow's here, Puck is here, Coin is here, lots of people are here, Peeker's here, Travis is here, the last Andy is here, it's good. Crimson not here. Good to know. I won't play any of Crimson's favorite songs. Yeah, sorry, I turned the volume up. Why don't I play a song? Let's do this one. Cue the music, let it build. The melancholy soundtrack of a summer indie film. I'm the quirky, unconventional leading guy. I say stupid garbage no one's ever said in their real life. Like I've been taking bigger breaths lately, 'cause you told me not to hold it, waiting for you to commit. Slow burn, I'd trade a kiss from her for a laugh to pass your lips. And a slow burn, my heart goes pitter patter, pitter patter, batter up, I'm up next. Slow burn, 'cause it's the only light I know. So while there's some hope for you and me, I burn real slow. So let's stay home tonight, my love. I don't like crowded rooms or the silly folk that fill them up. My introversion's not a charming trait, and my wit's not good for much but thinking up useless stuff to say. Like my hopes are sleeping quietly in bed, 'cause you told me not to get them up dreaming. commit. Slow burn, I trade a kiss of her for a laugh to pass your lips. And a slow burn, my heart goes pitter patter, pitter patter, batter up. I'm up next. Slow burn, 'cause it's the only light I know. So while there's some hope for you and me, I burn real slow. I didn't know better, so I didn't get better. I held on to hope when it's best I forget her. I didn't know better, so I didn't get better. 'Cause love has a spirit, and I followed the letter. I didn't know better, so I didn't get better. I loved her so long, and I can't quite remember that all of my eggs in her basket won't hatch. But I counted each one, and now I want them all back. Slow burn, I trade a kiss with her for a laugh to pass her lips. And the slow burn, my heart goes pitter patter, pitter patter, batter up. I'm up next. Slow burn, 'cause it's the only light I know. So while there's some hope for you and me, I burn real slow. Thanks, everybody. I was reminded in the middle of that song, the bridge of that song, Slow Burn actually ate another song as I was writing it. I used to have a song called Get Better, and it had a chorus that was like, I didn't know better, so I didn't get better, and that song was awful. And so Slow Burn ate it. It cannibalized another song and stole its chorus to be the bridge. Little fun fact about Slow Burn is that it's a cannibal that eats other songs. Let's do some cozy Q&A. This is a section of my live stream where I turn it over to you, the viewers, to come up with my content. No, ask me any questions you want. I'm happy to chat. I'm happy to chat if I can, and answer any questions that you have about lots of stuff going on in my world. Tours. Upcoming, we start the next tour in like a month. I'm so excited. July 6th, we're kicking things off in Chelsea, Michigan with the Narcissist Cookbook. We're spending all of July, literally from the 6th through the 30th, playing shows. If you have questions about that, we also announced our UK tour for October and November, UK plus actually, because we're also going to Ireland and Germany. And then also I'm working on a new album, so you can ask questions about that too. Got some people coming to shows in July. See someone excited for Minneapolis, Tinker. Abby's gonna be in Columbus. Tinker, St. Paul. Different cities, super different cities. Heavy-Handed Panda, gonna be there in Denver. Crusher's gonna try and make it out to the UK. John is coming to Atlanta. Last Andy is gonna be in Boston. Are you coming to night 1 or night 2? They both sold out. I was very surprised. Just so behind the scenes, Boston sold out very quickly. We had a venue that our capacity was 140, and I will continue to apologize about the tours this year for the rest of my life. But here's the situation. Last year, the Narcissist Cookbook and I played 7 shows in the UK, and our biggest one was in London. London, England is a very big city, and our biggest show there had 85 people come out to it. So we're like, okay, as long as every venue we have in the U.S. holds 100 people, that should be fine, because our biggest show that we've done so far is 85. So 100 feels good. Most of them we went like 150, maybe like 125, some up to 200, and we couldn't have been more wrong. Yeah, we capped out at 140 in Boston, and we added another show on the next day, which is a Monday night, which you probably don't pay as close attention to our touring schedule as I do, but we don't have any shows on Mondays. I think we are touring for about 5 weeks this year, and we don't have any shows on Mondays because people don't really want to go to shows on Mondays. We just found that it's normally lowest attended, so we purposefully gave ourselves days off every Monday that we were touring. But Boston sold out so quickly, and we couldn't find another venue for that Sunday, that we were like, well, we found a venue for Monday, so let's go ahead and book another venue for Monday. We'll do 2 shows in Boston. And that one could hold 200 people. And we're like, okay, well, that's great. We definitely won't sell that one out because it's a Monday. And that one sold out too. So, yeah, pretty excited. Uguay is going to be in Chicago and Milwaukee. Very cool. Because we met in, well, I guess I won't dox you. I've met Uguay. I won't say where we met. But that's awesome. Glad you're going to be there. Beaker, thank you. That's really kind of you. There's a button here that says celebrate the first super chat from Beaker, the random poster. No, it just wants me to say it. It's not a button. Well, in case you guys can't see that, YouTube wants me to celebrate you. I appreciate that. That's very kind of you. Crimson is going to be in Chicago. Yeah, so we have. I'll put it up on the screen. I have to move over, but this is what's left, basically. We have 4 U.S. shows that still have tickets. Dallas, St. Louis, Pittsburgh, and New York. Pittsburgh is down to single digits, so that one will sell out for sure. Dallas and St. Louis, also expecting those to sell out. I think both of them have about 30 tickets left, so we basically just have to sell like 1 or 2 a day between now and the show, and they'll sell out, which we're on track to do. New York. We moved that show. We originally our venue held 70 people in New York, and we ended up moving it to a place that holds 250. So we do have a lot more room there. About 60 tickets left. So yeah, there's a chance that the rest of the shows in the U.S. will sell out, and then we're selling away in the U.K. too. We just learned from the U.S. So all those venues I feel like are appropriately sized. So the goal is to not sell out the shows. It feels good to sell out the shows, but we have very long wait lists, and we would prefer to have room for everybody who wants to come, because it's more people that get to see us. It allows us to make more money off of every show, which then allows us to live, and that's good for us overall. So yeah, I'm hoping that in the future we don't. No, this way. These kinds of posters, they look very cool and very impressive, but I would rather not sell any show out and have room, exactly the amount of room for everybody that wants to come. So. Yeah, but I'm very excited for a couple of new spots in the UK. First show we're doing is Dublin. We really wanted to get there last year, but the travel stuff around getting around to Dublin is difficult. I just realized that my poster says that we're playing in Dublin and Liverpool on the same night, which would be pretty cool. But no, that Liverpool show is the 27th. I'll get that fixed. And then Berlin is this is the first time that me and Matt are going to mainland Europe for a show, and it's on Halloween. So Coin wants to know, I've never been to a duo concert like this before. How are you and Matt splitting the revenue? It's a good question. I pay Matt minimum wage. No. We basically split everything 50-50. I take a little bit of cut off the top because I book everything and do all of the planning. But then after that, we split everything. All the tickets 50-50. And then whatever merch we each individually sell, we just keep. So if I sell a shirt, I keep that. If he sells a shirt, keeps that. But we order the same amount of merch because I take care of ordering all the merch in the U.S. Just so I have it and have it here. So as long as we both sell all of our merch, we end up making the same amount on that too. So it ends up being about 50-50. And we found that all our tours, the fan bases at the shows are pretty much split down the middle with a lot of overlap. So neither of us. Well, I guess Matt sold more merch or sold more shirts than me on the West Coast because it was Matt's first time on the West Coast and my second/third/ if it's Seattle, like 10th time on the West Coast. So it made a lot of sense that was outselling me just because it was first time in the market. But because we all had the same amount of shirts, and then Matt sold theirs out in like 4 shows, that left only Bug Hunter stuff for people to buy, and I caught up eventually by the end. Cool. So that's all my tour stuff. To give an update on the new album. I'm working on it in a big way. Coin says, ask Matt to save a shirt for me in Denver. We ordered so many shirts. I have them all in my garage right now. And we rolled them all individually. So this is a decision that we made to kind of help us organize ourselves. We have a system at our shows where we sell shirts small, medium, large, extra large, and XXL, and I have these color-coded rubber bands. So red rubber bands are for large shirts, white rubber bands are for double XL, yada yada. And basically we roll every single shirt up so that they're very easy to transport, and then at a glance we don't have to look at the little tags to see what size it is, because early tours of Bug Hunter, if you ever went to one of those, I apologize for our merch table, because I was just like, maybe this is this a medium, it's dark in here, and it was just a big mess. And then we'd have like these big piles of shirts in like Trader Joe's bags by the end of the night. It was a mess. And so I've learned a lot, but there's a lot of overhead, and we've ordered 1,400 shirts for these upcoming July tours, and I have to roll all of them by myself individually. So I basically spend like 2 hours a day. I like watch a movie. I just put like a movie on my laptop, and then I just roll shirts, and I got like 300 done so far. So yeah, that's a lot. So yeah, we'll have plenty of shirts. We're not gonna run out. We did the math on like how many shirts we sold when we had all the shirts, and then we multiplied that by the number of shows, and then we added like 300 shirts on top of that. So yeah. Jams wants to know, did you get your fridge fixed? Yeah, so for anybody who's in our Discord already knows, we were gone for about 10 days, then we came back and we were like super sick. It was like the very start of us being under the weather, and we somehow managed to drive all the way back from Nashville and got home safely. And when we got home, our fridge had completely defrosted and was broken, and all our food had to be thrown out. So we got home and we had no food, and that was unfortunate for us. So yeah, I tried to fix it. I did some repair work on it, ordered a new part, did some multimeter stuff. It was like, checking the voltages on things. and I just got to the point where I tried all the obvious stuff that I'm able to do, and so yeah, we had to buy a new fridge. It'll be here on Tuesday. John and Shadow asked for a shirt roll stream. No, that would be pretty boring. Because not only would I just have to talk, but I couldn't even like play some cozy Q&A stuff. And I kind of like watching movies while I'm doing it. I watched back to back. Here is my movie selection on whatever Thursday. I watched a movie called Prisoners, which is a Hugh Jackman movie about like a child abductor and like a detective kind of thing. Very like intense and sad. And then I watched Sonic the Hedgehog because heard it was good. So that was a pretty good double feature. Yeah, I recommend it. Fred wants to talk more in the Discord. You should, but also just talk as much as you want, because that's what's cool about it. I've never seen anybody come in and just like want to be a part of things and not be like completely accepted and brought into the fold, so sorry, I missed this. How do you come up? I gotta scroll for this one. How do you come up with the morals and the stories in your songs? Just curious, because I relate to them a little too much. Yeah, I mean, most of them are things that happen to me, real stuff. Just things I observe. Maybe it's things that happen to people I'm close to, or. But yeah, I'm always trying to take little things that happen and kind of apply them to kind of larger themes. Dear McCracken is a great example. The entirety of the song takes place in about a 10-minute time frame, and it's just about a lady sending an email. But I think it kind of gets to the core of things left unsaid, things we're too afraid to say, and everybody can relate to that. So. My hand really hurts from doing these chords. I'm gonna switch them. Jams has never seen the Sonic movies? You love Sonic. That's like your favorite thing. Sonic and Bug Hunter is your two favorites. Yeah, it was it's a kid's movie, I think. Sonic. It was good. But there's a lot of things of just like, why doesn't Sonic just run there and do it? Like, it's just there's a lot of times in the movie where it's like, doesn't make any sense that Sonic can't just run real fast and solve this. I've not seen the Tetris movie. The current like wave of like movies that are surrounding like, how did this corporation make this product, is very odd to me, and I'm sure they're all very good movies, but it's just like, Tetris and Air and BlackBerry and Ford versus Ferrari. It's just like, why do we decide that all like the movies are now just going to be about how corporations came up with their thing? It's like The Social Network was a cool movie like 10 years ago, and everyone's like, what if we did that, but with every company? I'm sure it's a great movie, and I like the actor in it. Crimson says I should see Spider-Verse. Yeah, I kind of was thinking I might just go see that today, but I have a private Zoom show like right like smack in the middle of my day, which means I can't see it. I can't go anywhere after this stream, and then it'll be dinner time, and I told Ladybug that I would make her dinner. And then I don't want to go in the evening because there's too many people at the movie theater in the evening. I want to go to like a noon show. Evie says, film about Bug Hunter when? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how interesting that would be. A lot of it looks like me just looking at my computer and being like, oh man, people are listening to my music, this is great. I'm trying to think of what the most interesting thing about my life would be to make a movie about. Yeah, I don't know. I got nothing there. I mean, all my friends are very funny. There's a documentary in the car with me and Kyle and Jesse and Matt and my dad. I think people would probably pay to watch that because I would pay to live that, but I could get paid to live that, so. I had someone, I think it was in Phoenix, someone came up to me and they had made a like a 10-minute like Finding McCracken YouTube video for like a school project where they were like in the phone book calling every McCracken and trying to like track down the real McCracken. But then they were at my Phoenix show and I was like, yeah, I watched that. I saw it. And they were like blown away that I had watched it. I won't tell you how it ends. The last Andy wants to know, out of your songs that tell a story, which do you think would make the best movie? It's not really fair to answer that until the new album's out because there's a lot of good options on the new album, which will make more sense when it's out. But maybe if songs y'all know about, maybe Too Bad, Too Bath and a Ghost. I think that'd be a good movie. I mean, the animated music video is already cinematic perfection as far as I'm concerned. Deep Blue Ink knocked that one out of the park. But yeah, I think a Too Bed, Too Bath movie, I'd be all on board for that. Nave wants to know, will you play songs off the new album on this tour? I will probably play one or two. I think on the West Coast we either played 1 or 2 or 0, depending on the show. But the album will not be out by July. I would have to be done with it right now for that to be true. And I'm not. I'm working on it. I have mixes of every song, so now I'm finally like caught up. We have all the instrumentation done, but I just got to do a lot of mixing and production, and I'm doing a couple of rewrites, kind of last minute, which is a good thing. You know, the chorus to Disco in the Panic Room was a last minute rewrite. Be Glad I Love You was a last minute rewrite. So I have a good track record. Don't think if you think that I'm just procrastinating and saving things to the last minute, I am going to say that I've got a good score on last minute rewrites. So No Mercy with a Hershey was a last minute rewrite. So yeah, don't be concerned that I'm still writing. I had always planned to, even when I ran the Kickstarter, that I was like, I'm not done, but I want to give myself a deadline, a loose deadline to aim for. So album won't be out in July because I'm not going to release an album while I'm on tour because it is too much to do. So right now aiming for August or September. Says in the sock stream you said Boomerang, Brave, and Headlights make a story. What about that as a movie? Yeah, I mean that's a lot of romantic comedies pretty similar to that, at least the ones with the sad endings. Do you have any advice about how to write songs? No. And here's the thing. I called my my folks last night because they were with my niece and nephew in California. That's why my dad's flying home right now. And I was hoping to talk to the babies, but they were already in bed. So I was like, all right, I guess I'll talk to y'all now. And I was telling them, I was like, I've been sitting on the floor, which is Bug Hunter fans know that's where I write songs. I was been sitting on the floor for like 2 hours, and I was having like this existential like dread. Like I was sitting there, I was like, how do you write a song? Like, did I even write all these songs? I was looking, I was like, man, I don't remember writing these songs, and I don't have the ability to write these songs. So how did I write them? And I'll never write anything good again. And I just like could not figure out, like my mind was just so blank trying to figure out like a couple lines. I was like, that's it. I guess I just used all my song juice and it's all gone now, and I'll never do anything good again. So no, I have no advice. But if it makes you feel any better, I've had that thought before writing Too Bad Than a Ghost. I've had that thought before writing All of Bigger Than Myself. And I think I had that thought before I wrote Dear McCracken too. So inspiration is a very weird thing that I don't understand. I wish that I could like get a thing, like a machine that reads my brainwaves that would like tell me like, oh, you have inspiration, you have lyrics in your head, you can do it. This like the energy rating off of your brain is in the right spot. It's the same readings that we got when you wrote, Disco. Anyways, so I fooled you all into thinking that I can write songs. I can't. Some guy that I used to be wrote a bunch of songs, and hopefully he'll be back at some point. What stuff we have for sale at the merch table? Excited to see you in St. Louis. So I don't think I have any pictures of anything, but I know that we're going to have the shirts, same shirts that Matt had on the West Coast. There are these blue shirts that say, I'm scared that I'm imaginary, from their song Ghost Stories. I have a new shirt that I'm debuting on this tour. It is, there's one downstairs, but it's too far away. It's the shirt. It's a yellow shirt. It's a yellow shirt, and it's got a kind of a breast pocket logo, which is of a shirt, is of a Bug Hunter shirt. There was an old yellow Bug Hunter shirt that just had like the bug right in the middle of it, and I took that, and now that's the logo on this shirt. It's a shirt. I have something in my pocket, and I don't know what it is, and I'm gonna look, and I don't know if I'm gonna reveal what it is. This is like a Hobbit moment. It's a piece of paper. Oh, that's sweet. It's a note from my wife that says, hi, and then she says my real name, and she says, I love you, and then she signs it, and it says her name, and then drew a little bug on it. That's really sweet. I didn't know that was in there. I don't know when she put that in there. That's a sweet wife. Anyways, so we had the shirt, and then we have a tour shirt. So the deep blue ink, I'll throw this this artwork here, not the tour dates and everything, but the me and Matt doing the creation of Adam across the Pacific Ocean, or the Atlantic Ocean. That's on a shirt, and we're gonna have more of those this time. We had a very, very limited run of those for the West Coast, and we bought more this time. So anyways, so we'll have those as well, and then we always do handwritten lyric postcards. So Matt and I, both before every show, we will do handwritten postcards for every show of like the songs that we're playing that night, and we sign them and date them and all that. So those are kind of fun little keepsakes for people. And then we have the tour poster, which looks like the thing I just showed you with all the dates. And then we sign those normally. So Puck wants to know if the shirts are going to come to Europe. It depends on how they sell in the U.S. If they all sell, then I'll keep the shirts running for Europe too. And if they don't, then I'll come up with something else. So. John Fluffle says, I watch you do that podcast of your writing or your technique for songwriting. I've been wanting to kind of put together like a video about how I write songs. I've just been so busy with all the things I'm doing, so. I kind of want to go more in depth to it and kind of show people the system that I use for writing songs. But I'm probably gonna put that on the back burner until I'm back from tour. Okay, I'll be honest, I'm tired. This has been fun. I've really missed streaming. I think I really wanted to on Wednesday, but I just wasn't feeling up to it. And even today, like I feel like I want to take a nap. So let me do one more song. I really appreciate everybody hanging out today. It's always a highlight of my day when I get to hop on stream and hang out with people and talk about stuff and get excited. So let's do another song. But I don't know what to play. I already played Slow Burn. Coin, you know that. Alright, James is asking for Slow Burn as well. I swear I will play Slow Burn again if y'all don't knock it off. Y'all are gonna make me do this because I think doing things for a joke is the best thing you can do. I am this close to turning this stream around and playing Slow Burn again. Cue the music, let it build. The melancholy soundtrack of a summer indie film. I'm the quirky, unconventional leading guy. I say stupid garbage no one's ever said in their real life. Like I've been taking bigger breaths lately, 'cause you told me not to hold it, waiting for you to come in. Slow burn, I trade a kiss from her for a laugh to pass her lips. And a slow burn, my heart goes pitter patter, pitter patter, batter up, I'm up next. Slow burn, 'cause it's the only light I know. So while there's some hope for you and me, I burn real slow. This is the point where I consider not committing to the entire bit, but I feel like I've come too far. So let's stay home tonight, my love. I don't like crowded rooms or the silly folk that fill them up. My introversion's not a charming trait. My wit's not good for much, but thinking up useless stuff to say, like my hopes are sleeping quietly in bed again. 'Cause you told me not to get them up, dreaming one day you'd come in. Slow burn, I trade a kiss from her for a laugh to pass your lips. And a slow burn, my heart goes pitter patter, pitter patter. on, and now I want them all back. Slow burn, I trade a kiss from her for a laugh to pass your lips. And a slow burn, my heart goes pitter patter, pitter patter, pitter patter, pitter patter, pitter patter, pitter patter, pitter patter. I'm up next. Slow burn, 'cause it's the only light I know. So while there's some hope for you and me, I burn real. Anyways, thanks everybody for coming to my stream. It was really fun to hang out with everybody and play all of y'all's favorite song. Slow. Thanks everybody. That's gonna do it for me today. I will stream again on Wednesday, and hopefully I'll see y'all there. In the meantime, get in our Discord. Our handwritten postcard of the day is still available. As far as I last checked, I believe it's for hide and seek today. So go get that. Cool. I will see y'all in the Discord and on Wednesday.